I was 175 kilos when I got a call from Ross just on 2 years ago, and he saved my life. And when I said I'm a supermodel, I mean that I feel so healthy, I'm so fit, and I'm so confident. And I was explaining last time I came, I actually went to Europe a couple of months ago, and I could fit in the plane seat, and I wasn't the fattest person on the plane. And I actually lost so much weight in Europe because of all the activity. I was running for trains and walking around, and it was really hard work to get there. It's been a hard 2 years, but it's really worth it. What I do is I make a lot of dishes up in advance and just put them in the fridge because I work like most of us do and come home and just want to get something quickly. I go out and eat like everybody else does, but I buy something small, perhaps like Nando's. I've had a small side of rice with a peri-peri sauce. $2, costs nothing, and also it's quite filling. The best thing is that I walk at least between 3 and 4 k's a day, every day, because I want to. I'm full all the time. I avoid the carob bars and chocolate, even though we all know that we can eat them. But I know that it's not worth it to get on those scales when I go back to the clinic and weigh in at my 6-week appointments. I was very impatient to get up to the full level of the band restriction because, like everybody, I wanted to be, get rid of my weight as quick as possible. And in 2 years, I've now lost 85 kilos. Like a lot of people here, I have lost a lot of weight many times for various means over the years, but of course, it always comes back on again and more. Because when I stopped smoking, I put on another 50 kilos. And that's not from eating, that's from bad metabolic rate. What I would suggest to you is that you do follow the instructions at the beginning with eating slowly, eating only the liquid diets when it's necessary. If you're having trouble, discuss it with your doctor. I actually did go into the red zone a couple of weeks ago where I wasn't able to actually eat anything. And I had a lot of trouble and I agonised over it and I finally went to emergency and I actually had to have some film taken out. So then when I went back to my appointment, Professor Brown actually saw me. We negotiated how much film to put back in because that film means the same to give you the restriction. And now if I have, I make a masaka with the tofu and the mince. If I had that, the next day I could not eat anything. Even though it wasn't a big meal, it was very filling, it was satisfying, and I really, really feel that the meals I choose now are for my future, and I know and hopefully will continue to live on, and they won't have to bury me early. Because it is a health issue, and just being able to go for this walk every day. I park a kilometre from work, and I purposely walk to work and back every day. I've even started to run, even though someone said to me on Sunday that that's not really running. To me, it's running. It's not, like a city surf runner or a city surf runner, but I am actually running. Now I'm looking at a different exercise, trying to move a bit more from around here. And regardless of dress size, I did go and buy a new dress for tonight. I was able to walk in and get something to fit me, which was really lovely. And I'd like to thank Ross and Professor Noble who operated on me, and the Alfred Hospital for giving me my life back. And I also recommend you have a look at the forums. There's a lot of information